Rochelle White, it's like maybe you've been waiting, either you've been waiting for me to come on, or you just want to be, you are getting ready to be the number one person today. Even Stephen came after you. Rochelle White is there, Tammy is there, Stephen came third, Mary, Eric. Two surprises we have today is Rochelle White and Tammy. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Okay, Eric, Kennedy, Monica, Favor, Teresa, Gabriel, Mberio, Theophilus, Pastor Nero. Yeah, welcome everyone. For Lasha Day is here. Olaolua, Adeshola is here. I hope Osaro is there today. Maybe he will contribute. Rita is there. Mtofi, Jamin, Media, VCN, Abiodun, G. Olu. Welcome, every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a new series that we started. I'm sure you are aware of it. This new series is a very interesting one and a very confrontational, a very, like what do you say, a very practical one. It's a very practical series that is, I really want people to come up with their stories. I want people to come up with their stories. Okay, I think we're on Facebook, right? Okay, let me go get people on Facebook. Thank you, Kate, for letting me know. Because in the afternoon, all my two assistants went to sleep. So thank you that Kate is monitoring from Greece. So make sure I don't miss it to greet people. Okay. Let's go and greet. I've greeted people from YouTube. Let me go and greet people from Facebook now. Okay, on YouTube, I still have a few people to greet. On YouTube, I have Nkeshi is here, Possibility Mindset, Sunday Again is here. Now let me go to YouTube and Facebook and greet a few people on Facebook. Okay, Elizabeth Beta on Facebook, Stephen, Eric Osadolo, tell me the same people, Kennedy Festus, Idorain, Abiodun, Kobla, Jennifer, John Victor, Miracle Austin, Adishorunke, bless you, Nkiro Jibadu, Adesoya, Esther Audu, Oriyomi, Samuel, Odiana. Welcome everybody. Then I have Ibrahim Dawudu here on YouTube and Marie. Munet is there on YouTube. Then on Facebook, I have Precious Oliver, Iye Doyene, Samuel Odiana, Oriyomi Anota. Yep, then I have Moreolua Kayade, I guess, Alice, Gina, Precious Oliver, yep. We have Boniface. Yep, welcome everybody. Let's quickly go and call out and invite as many people as possible because it's going to be hot today. It's going to be very, very hot, I bet you. I bet you it's going to be very, very hot today. Let's see the topic for today. The topic of today is how pastors brainwash you through assaults on your personality. Many of you have never heard about assault on personality, but today I'm going to reveal that to you. Assault on personality. Many people don't know what is assault on personality. Yeah. So it is assault on personality that we're addressing. Unfortunately, there is this book I mentioned the other day. Is it 48 Laws of Power? Yeah, 48 Laws of Power. That book has done so much. That book, 48 Laws of Power, has done so much damage to the leadership of the African church. Can you believe it? African pastors are reading 48 books, 48 Laws of Power. Horrible book, demonic book, demon-inspired book. And this is what our leaders are reading and using it to set up their churches And as a result, they only have oppressive system. So what we now have in Africa really is not, it's no more a church of the Lord, it's no more the church of the Lord Jesus Christ as such. It has been corrupted, it has been manipulated, and it has been just raped. The church in Africa has been raped. And so why do we have all this kind of approach, all these evil practices and evil attitude to people in the church, and all these oppressive applications, all these evil attacks on the church? I mean, how can people, pastors who are supposed to be representatives of God and the image of love, representative of love, how can they be so insultive, so oppressive, and so manipulative of the people of God? It's because they are reading this kind of book, 48 Laws of Power. Those are the things they are using, and they are using it to practice it on their people. It is horrible. It is horrible. So because of that, so this assault on personality is one of the things that if only Satan can do it to people. But people do that psychologically. They assault method. One of the greatest method of oppression and brainwashing in Nigeria is assault on personality. But unfortunately, I don't think this is only coming from the book. I think assault on personality is also coming from tradition, from our tradition. So for example, if you are a child growing up from families, almost every family is having this method, this psychological method of oppression present. This method of oppression is the people don't even know it is bad in Africa. It is assault on personality. If a child, let's say a baby, my son now, let's say I'm busy doing something here, my son comes, or I'm not busy. The son, your son just comes in. Your son doesn't have the right to look at you in the eyes. So because when he tries to look at you in the eyes, you either punish him, or you say, "Who are you?" or kneel down, or bow down, or prostrate. We begin to just assault. There is so much assault on personality in our homes, in our families, as people in schools, in primary schools, secondary schools. Teachers use assault on personality as one of the methods of not just punishment, of even parenting, or of upbringing. So assault on personality is now being adopted. That is one of the psychological measures that people use to bring other people under their dominion. So assault on personality is a method that people use to bring other people under their dominion. And this method is being used in church today. And so people are being brought under the dominion of pastors. People are being brought under the dominion of churches. People are being stripped of their human rights. People are being, deprived of their willpower. People are being turned into slaves, and they don't even know it. Anyway, before I go into full-fledged teaching, I want to remind all of you to go and do your own campaign and call on people to join the $1 Libya challenge. $1 Libya challenge. You need to go to GoFundMe and forward to $1 challenge, $1 Libya challenge. GoFundMe /$1 Libya challenge. Yeah, $1 Libya challenge, or $1 challenge, $1 Libya challenge. So GoFundMe.com /$1 Libya challenge. So you go there and please put in your $1 or how much you want to put and help us. It's called Libya 1 Challenge. Libya 1 Challenge. Libya 1 Challenge /Libya 1. GoFundMe.com /Libya 1 Challenge. So this is the thing we are using to raise money to go and redeem and rescue our people from Libya, and to also empower them and set them up once they are set free from there. So please go ahead and use this and take advantage of this to help us. And if you have not caught, but the most important thing is to do it, make it go viral. What we need to make it go viral is that you need to do a banner like this, put it out with your picture and say, "I support," or "I have given to $1 Libya challenge," and then you are going to call on 5 people by name. call at least 5 people out by name and tell them to go and do the same challenge. The challenge itself is even more important than the money. That is, the campaign is more, because that brings awareness. So call out 5 people by name and put yourself on the social medias and let people, social media, and let people know that they have to go and join the movement. Okay, now let's see the topic again. The topic again is how pastors brainwash you through assault on your identity. And I'm sure many people will identify with what I'm talking about today, especially if you are from Africa. If you are from Africa, you will know what I'm talking about. And, I would like you people to call in. Like I said, we are going to begin to call in immediately. I made a point. Once I finish describing and making the point, you begin to call in. We call in during the program, not at the end anymore, like the other times, but now we have to begin to call in the middle of the program, immediately after each point. If I make a point and you know that it is true, and you know and you can relate to it, and you have a story to tell, just call immediately so that you can hear your story. Now, I want to also thank everybody from England and from the United Kingdom. If you people remember, do you remember that last night, there was a guy who told a story, very gory story, of how one pastor and the assistant were sleeping with his wife. Okay, his name was his testimony. At least that's the name he uses in his account. So this brother said, he wrote to me now and said, really, he had discovered that DSA family is a real family. I said, why? He said even people he didn't know were on DSA family were calling him. They phoned him. They got his telephone number and they were assisting him. He said, in fact, many people were calling him to pray with him. He said the whole day today, different people were calling to pray for him. And then there is even a group that got together to pray for him regularly at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock every day. They will be praying with him. In fact, more than that, some people from all over England started coming to visit him already. Since yesterday, he said 2 groups have come to visit him from all over England to come and support him. So I want to say thank you so much to DSA family. And people are not calling just from England. People were calling from other places too, supporting this guy. So I want to say thank you so much for all the people who have, taken up this challenge to be a family and to be a brother's keeper and to be a family indeed, not just in word. Thank you so much. And I didn't tell anybody. I didn't give anybody instruction. I didn't tell anybody to act. I didn't say anybody should look for him. I didn't even mention his last name. I just said testimony. And people found him on Facebook. They found his telephone and they started supporting him. And they have gone to visit him and all that. So that is also wonderful. And I know that if anybody knows the wife, I personally believe that we also need to support the wife. I also believe that we need to support not just the wife, but even the pastors that are involved. All the people that are involved are victims. Everybody is a victim of sin and Satan. So I would not like us to look at some people as enemy or as evil. I think everybody is a victim in this situation. So we need to love on everybody, actually. So please, let's go back to this. So you remember today how pastors are brainwashing you, how pastors brainwash you, how pastors are brainwashing you through assault on your identity, Let's go now and see some videos. I'm going to show the video to illustrate what I'm talking about. Enjoy.
This is not good. This is not a good one. I saw a young man now. You are suffering now. You are going through challenge now. You are going through hardship now because of something you did. Way back. You had sex with a goat.
Stop. Now, first of all, I want to say, even if that is true, you know that somebody had sex with a goat. You can mention it, but you will see that and let the person know and pray for the person incognito. If this man had wisdom, he wouldn't call the person out so that everybody will see him. This person is a member of the society. This person is a member of the community. This person is a member of the church. You will see that that is an assault right there on personality. It's an attempt to shame But they are pretending and make it look as if they want to help you. As if rather, don't let me even go ahead. Let us stop watching. Let us first of all finish the whole thing so that I don't go beyond. Let's start all over again so that I don't, yeah. Let's start all over.
This is not good. This is not a good one. I saw a young man now. You are suffering now. You are going through challenge now. You are going through hardship now because of something you did. Way back. You had sex with a goat. It happened. This thing happened years ago. Hey, stop that. This thing happened years ago. If you have followed Celebration TV or you have followed my ministry for years, you have heard cases worse than this. Is it you? You are the one? Come on. You have cases. I was praying one day. The Lord said to me, there's a woman who is a professor who is breastfeeding a goat. If you have watched that, let me prophesy on him. Tell him to come. You are looking at people. Let them look at you now. You come. Brother, you wearing glasses? Come here. Hallelujah. Can I pray with you? How many of you are blessed by this program? I said something about this brother. Whatever happened, this is a good-looking guy, isn't it? So don't think that thing happened natural. There's no way we would have known with his eyes and do. There's a power that has seen his future that decides to fight. The effect is broken. From now, the doors are open.
Okay. First of all, I think anybody in their normal mind knows that this is wrong. That is something horrible to do, right? To that guy. But that guy is a member of community, is a member of the society, and then you are putting it on television, worldwide television. Oh my God. First of all, let me tell you what is happening. This guy here, this Suleiman guy here, they are manipulators. And they are demonic. They are devilish. These people are not agents of God. And I will tell you why. I know people right now who have contacted me saying that they were part of the people who used to gather people to tell him the stories of people's lives. So, for example, you come to church. Somebody had come to them earlier on to say they had a problem. So they, not him, but maybe, okay, for example, he is in another country. He has a local pastor in that place. So he's going to Austria, for example. What country is this happening? Austria. He's going to Austria. He has a pastor or a representative in Austria who knows the story of people that have been invited to that meeting. And some of them are members of that church there. So what the instruction is that those members, these are pastors who have told me this, who have done this for me. They will gather the names and give the stories of each person and what they know about each person. Maybe what the man has confessed, maybe what the guy has confessed to the local guy, to the pastor, and all. They will tell and give all these stories to him in the hotel before the meetings. So now he's coming out there and doing it as if it's a revelation. But he got information from his informants. They have informants. They have people who inform them of things things in people's lives. But they pretend as if it is God showing them, as if it's a prophecy. That is one tactic that they are using. Second tactic that they are using, they give people money to go and recruit people to come to the meetings, people whose stories and their life stories they know. They don't know, these people don't know it, but the person who invited all these people, they know your story, and they have submitted your story to them. And then that person that is working with them tells them where you are seated, how you look at everything, your age, your name, what your village is, and all that. They give them all that information. That is the second tactic they use. And they are now pretending as if it is God that is doing it. But that's not the topic I'm doing today. The topic of that I'm just telling you that to prepare the ground. Then the other thing they use is some of them go to the mountain. They go to get their eyes open, or to go and put witchcraft in their mouth, and to go to Ghana and other places. So that is to get the spirit of divination and familiar spirit in them. So sometimes they don't even have informants, and they don't have what they call it, arranged miracles. But they are used some of them, but those are the ones who have really been initiated like that. They go and use demonic spirit. They use demonic spirit, familiar spirit, to see some of those things in the lives of these people, or to read their thoughts. So now, but that's not the topic we are saying. I'm just wanting you to know that even the source of the information is doubtable, is questionable. Now, let's go through the whole process all over again, so that you will see what is called assault on personality right now. Okay. So it is, this case is also, there's another possibility also. They could have arranged, sometimes they arrange with the victim, pay the victim, and make the victim come, and in exchange of some money to do that. But most of the time, the victim doesn't even know. It's somebody else they are using, so that the victim doesn't know that somebody has given his own, he has given his story out. So it is sometimes just the victim that is not aware. So the victim begins to shout and cry and thinks that it is really God. He doesn't know that somebody has given out his name. So let's see the story again, and you'll see. But I want to point out specifically the assault on personality, how it happens.
This is not good. This is not a good one.
Say, stop. See, this is not good. This is not good. That is brainwashing right there. Did you hear that? This is not good. This is not good. He's pretending. He's an actor. Can you see that he's an actor? Let's see that again. If you listen to that again, you know that the guy is acting. He knows what is happening, what is about to happen. It's not that God is telling this is not good. He's an actor. That by saying that is conditioning people who are listening, so that people who are listening will now say, there is something. Oh, this man is saying, he's preparing the ground. That is brainwashing. He's brainwashing the people who are listening and who are hearing him, so that they will now begin to say, emotionally he's conditioning them. Let's see that again.
This is not good. This is not a good one.
Con artists. These are Nigerian con artists. And you think he's the only one? There are many of them. That's just the way they operate. And these are the people who are the leaders in the land. They must be driven out of town by the truth. We must expose them by speaking the truth. Okay, go ahead.
I saw a young man now.
Stop. You see, if you see his facial expression, you will see that it's not just now that he saw it. He saw it, can you see? You see the facial expression. He knew the information. He said, I saw it now. Okay, yeah, big revelator, big prophet has appeared in town. Let's see it again.
I saw a young man now.
You see? Can you see the expression? You can catch it. That is fake. He's playing.
You are suffering now. You are going through challenge now. You are going through hardship now because of something you did. Way back.
Stop. If you see that thing he has just done right now is just a typical manifestation of the Nigerian gospel or African gospel. Because if it is true that, even if it is true that that happened to that guy, he did something way, way, way back. This guy is sending the person back to the past as if Jesus didn't die for his sin. As if the guy, and the guy is a member of the church. Oh. The guy is a believer. So if the guy is a believer and is a member of the church, definitely God has forgiven his sins. And definitely he has been taught that Christ has carried away all his sins and the consequences of sin. We are righteous in Christ. So, but in Africa, they don't teach them that. In Africa, they don't teach people that you are righteous in Christ and that you are God's righteousness and that all your past is forgotten and forgiven. Don't look into it again. It doesn't matter either you slept with animal, you didn't sleep with animal. You shouldn't be using that to terrorize people now. If the gospel has been preached to people and that guy is a member of the church and is a believer in that church, you shouldn't be using his past to torment him. That is an assault on personality. So people will know your past and using the information of your past that they know to hunt you, to witch hunt you. Witch hunting you with something that you have done in the past is an assault. So it's an assault on this guy's identity, on his personality, because somebody knew his weakness, somebody knew his past, somebody knew his story. And now using that story of the bad thing that you did in your past to now be reminding you is an assault on personality. If you have done it and you have confessed it and it is past, even if you did it yesterday, but it has been confessed yesterday, for anybody to be using it now to remind you of it, it is called blackmailing. That is blackmailing. These people blackmail. That is a blackmail. It's not a prophecy. That is blackmailing right there. That is not prophecy. That is blackmailing. This guy is blackmailing another person in the name of prophecy. And you think he's the only one doing that? So many so-called men of God in Africa, so many pastors in Africa keep on doing that. They know your story that you have confessed about. The Bible says that I will remember no more. I will remember no more. He has forgiven you and he will remember no more. All things are passed away. Those things are gone. All things are passed away and he will remember no more. God has forgiven and he has forgotten. When God forgives, he forgets. When God has forgiven people, he forgets. In God's memory, in God's something, it doesn't exist anymore. And if the thing had happened years back, that is the more the reason why you should not point to the identity of that person. But by still pointing out the identity of that person, you know what he's doing? He's making that person to be broken. He's reducing him to non-entity. He's reducing him to nobody. That way, that person is just saying, yeah, I'm a sinner. They are making him into a victim, lifetime victim. And then he's going to be looking at this man as his deliverer. So there are two things, there are two birds that they are killing by this kind of behavior. They make you a victim, they are slave forever, so that you are submitted to them. Secondly, they make you to begin to think that you are their benefactor. Somebody is asking me, can I have the email address of DSA? Yes, my email address is pastor at God Embassy, one word, God Embassy, God and Embassy, godembassy.org, godembassy.org, pastor at godembassy.org. That's my personal one. But if you want to just maybe general, just write to my personal one. Yeah, pastor at godembassy.org. That's my email. Anyway, so what is happening here is that they are crushing that personality. So identity of that guy is being crushed. Identity of that guy is being destroyed. But that's why Jesus died for us. That's why Jesus carried away our sins, so that our identity will never be assaulted like that anymore. So that we will never be humiliated like that. So that we will never be broken. That's why he died for us, so that nobody will ever have to remind us of our past. So that nobody will ever use our past to crush us and to haunt us. So let it go back a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, and let's hear the guy continue. Yeah.
Man, now you are suffering now, you are going through challenge now, you are going through hardship now because of something you did. Way back. You had sex with a goat. Years ago. If you have followed Celebration TV or you have followed my ministry for years, you would have heard cases worse than this.
Stop. If somebody has been following your ministry and Celebration ministry and it's not been delivered, so what are you talking about? What is the essence of even following your ministry or of other people following your ministry? So what is the essence of people being in your church or following your ministry if the person is not being helped? Until you show up by yourself. It means it's not God that is helping the person. It means that it is you yourself. These people don't think about you. You church members, you are thinking that these pastors are thinking about you, these African pastors, that they love you. They don't even know, they don't have an idea of love for the person. They don't even have an idea of what it means to have compassion, love, or to cover somebody. They love only themselves. Let's continue.
Yes. Is it you? You are the one? Come on. You have cases.
See, hello. Can you see the shame written all over the eyes, the face of that guy? Can you see the shame? They have just destroyed him. That man might be having a wife. I'm sorry. It is possible that guy is having a wife. That guy might be having a wife. And that wife might be present there in that church. God. Can you imagine what that woman will be going through? What hell that woman will be going through right there? That guy might be having sons, a son, or children. That guy might be having children right there. Can you imagine what the hell that child and those children will be going through? These African pastors are wicked. They are wicked, they are wicked. They are wicked. They are wicked. You shouldn't do that to any human being. Oh my God, have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy, God. God, help us get rid of these so-called pastors, so-called men of God. Help us, God, get rid of them. Help us to drive all these people out of town. Father, in Jesus' name, give us the grace to speak the truth and expose all these guys.